It was a foggy October evening when Ethan, a young and ambitious gym trainer, received a call that would change his life forever. A brand new gym had opened in town, Iron Haven, a state-of-the-art facility designed to attract fitness enthusiasts of all levels. Ethan, eager to build his career, accepted the offer to be the head trainer. Little did he know, Iron Haven harbored more than just weights and treadmills. It held a dark secret, one that would slowly consume him and take him to a place where the boundaries between the living and the dead blurred. Ethan walked into the gym early one morning, ready to prepare for the day's clients. The gym was empty, as it always was at this hour. He was alone, or so he thought. As he walked past the cardio machines, something caught his eye. A strange figure standing near the mirrors, her dark hair cascading down her back, her figure slender and ethereal. "Excuse me, miss, the gym's not open yet," Ethan called out. But the woman didn't respond. She just stood there, gazing at her reflection, her eyes hollow, as if lost in thought. Ethan approached cautiously, his heart racing. As he neared her, she vanished. "Wait!" he called, spinning around in panic, but there was no sign of her. Confused, Ethan looked around the gym, his mind racing with thoughts of an intruder, but the gym was still and silent. "Maybe I'm just seeing things," he muttered to himself, shaking his head. The next few days were no less unsettling. Every time Ethan arrived early in the morning, the strange woman was there, standing in the same spot by the mirrors, but no one else saw her. He tried to tell his coworkers, but they looked at him as though he had lost his mind. "Ethan, you're working too hard," said Laura, one of the senior trainers. "Maybe you need a break. No one else has seen anyone like that." But Ethan couldn't shake the feeling that something was wrong. Days turned into weeks, and the mysterious woman began appearing more frequently. Ethan noticed that she would only come when there were few members in the gym, often during off-peak hours. She would vanish as soon as he tried to speak with her, and whenever he mentioned her to anyone else, they'd stare at him blankly, as if he was talking about a ghost. Then, one day, while he was cleaning the weights area, he heard her voice, soft, like a whisper, coming from the corner of the gym. "Why won't you speak to me?" Ethan froze. He turned around, his heart pounding in his chest. The woman stood in the shadows, her features partially obscured by the dim lighting. She was closer now, and for the first time, Ethan could see her face clearly. She had strikingly beautiful features, but there was an unmistakable sadness in her eyes. Her lips were almost motionless as she spoke again. "I need your help," she said, her voice barely audible. Ethan stepped forward, mesmerized. What do you want from me?" Her eyes locked onto his, and for a moment, the world seemed to stop. "I can't leave. You can help me, Ethan. You can." Ethan couldn't stop thinking about her. Every day he came to the gym earlier and earlier, desperate to see her again. He started noticing strange things. The mirrors in the gym would fog up at odd times, despite the air conditioning being on. The lights would flicker, and sometimes, the gym's music system would play static, unlike anything Ethan had ever heard before. He began to lose track of time. The hours would slip by unnoticed when he was with her. But as he spent more time talking to her, he began to notice odd things about her. Her movements were fluid, almost unnatural. When he asked her where she was from, she only replied, "A place far from here." He had fallen in love with her, the ghostly woman in the gym. But the deeper he got into his obsession, the more strange occurrences began to unfold. One night, after a particularly long shift, Ethan stayed behind to try to find out more about the woman. He searched the gym, looking for clues, anything that could explain her sudden appearances. Then, as he entered the old storage room in the back of the gym, he found something that made his blood run cold. A dusty, forgotten photo album, hidden behind a pile of unused equipment. The album contained photographs of the gym from years before it had been renovated. One photo caught his eye, an image of the original owner, a woman with long dark hair. Below her picture was a date, October 13th, 2009. Suddenly, the truth hit Ethan like a ton of bricks. The woman he had been speaking to, the woman he had fallen for, had been dead for over a decade. She had died in this very gym, in a tragic accident. But that wasn't all. The more Ethan looked through the album, the more he realized that the gym's owner had mysteriously vanished after the accident. No one knew what happened to her. However, the eerie coincidences, the flickering lights, and the haunting whispers, it all began to make sense. The gym was cursed, haunted by the spirit of the woman who had died there. Ethan, heart racing, went to find her again. He found her by the mirrors once again, staring into her reflection, her eyes vacant. "You knew, didn't you?" he asked, his voice trembling. The woman slowly turned to face him, her expression cold and distant. "I knew you would find out. You weren't supposed to. I wasn't supposed to be seen." Ethan's mind raced. "What do you mean? Why are you still here?" "I died here, Ethan. I never left. I tried to move on, but I couldn't. I thought I could find peace by talking to you." Ethan's stomach twisted. "Why me?" "Because you're the one," she whispered, her voice growing more desperate. "You're the one who's going to help me leave this place." Suddenly, everything clicked. The gym, the mirrors, the eerie fog. It was all part of the curse. The gym was a prison for her, and now it was becoming his. Ethan realized in that moment that the love he felt for her wasn't real. It was a trap, a pull that would drag him into the same fate. The room grew colder, the lights flickered violently, and Ethan felt a chill crawl down his spine as he saw the woman's true form. Her face distorted, her features becoming more monstrous by the second. "I am already dead," she whispered, as Ethan's heart skipped a beat. The floor beneath his feet seemed to open up, and Ethan screamed as he was pulled into darkness, his body growing colder with every passing second. No one ever saw Ethan again. Days passed, and his absence was noticed. The gym's employees searched for him but found no trace. The mirrors in the gym fogged up every night, and the music system played static every evening after hours. Some say that late at night when the gym is empty, you can still see the ghostly figure of Ethan, standing by the mirrors, looking for the woman who once haunted him. Others say they hear whispers in the dark, just before the lights flicker out. And the woman? Well, she is still there, waiting for the next trainer to fall into her trap.